The time of their lives is pretty good. This is the third segment in the 10th episode of the 7th season of Rugrats, and Angelica has a new Cynthia watch. I love the design of it. I think it looks pretty awesome, and she decides to take great advantage of this by bossing the babies around, telling them it's time for them to get her a cookie, it's time for them to fan her, basically time for them to wait on her hand and foot. But then she doesn't realize that the watch slips from her wrist, and Kimi sees this and, quick thinking, decides to hide the watch so that Angelica can't tell that it's time for them to do things. However, when they overhear something that Stu and Didi say, the babies think that because the watch is missing, because Kimi doesn't know where she's hid it, she can't remember where she's hidden the watch. They think that Angelica will never leave. It will never be time for her to leave, and then it will never be time for snack time. So they want to try and find this watch, but where is it? That's the big question. And a lot of the episode is about them trying to find the watch and also trying to think like Kimi. And I think the direction it took was really nice. It was really sweet. Chuckie's involvement was particularly sweet. I won't say too much more about that, but I really enjoyed what Chuckie ultimately brought to this. It's quite cleverly written. The adults say things at just the right moment that lead the babies to think various different things that help to move the narrative forward. And as I said, I really like the design of the watch. There is one thing that I think was not quite realistic, and that's when Angelica... Well, this is a spoiler. This is something that happens towards the end. So I guess I'll discuss what Chuckie did as well. So spoilers from this point on. So one thing that I found was maybe slightly unrealistic was when Angelica saw the babies had the watch and she snatched it back from them. And she was just happy. Whereas I feel like she would have been quite furious and blamed the babies for stealing her watch. Maybe she was just really happy to have found it, but I feel like it's Angelica, any opportunity to be nasty to the babies. But the fact that Chuckie was able to find the watch because he knew how Kimi thought, I thought was really sweet. This comes after quite a few episodes where Chuckie is struggling to get on with Kimi or to get on with having a step sibling and the changes at home. So to have something that kind of suggests that actually he really cares about her and knows how she thinks was really sweet. Definitely a pretty good episode, one that I rather enjoyed.